Barker and members of the committee. My name is Mary Longoria, and I am the Financial Secretary Treasurer of Amalgamated Transit Union 757. ATU 757 is the largest union for transit workers in the state of Oregon and represents thousands of bus drivers, train drivers, mechanics, dispatchers, and other public transit employees from nearly every region of our state, as well as southern Washington. I'm here today on behalf of the leadership and members of ATU 757 to ask for your support of House Bill 2717. As a union, we have worked closely with Oregon's transit agency as well as the legislators in both the House and the Senate, including Representative Gorsuch, who is a bill sponsor and a member of the committee, to draft HB 2717. We have done this because this bill is a critical piece of a much larger effort that our union is undertaking to better protect and promote the dignity of Oregon transit workers. Public transit is a literal lifeline for thousands of Oregonians who would not be able to work, study, worship, or even survive without it. And it is the highly trained professionals of ATU 757 that make this essential public service possible. Yet for far too long, transit workers have not been fully recognized as essential public servants. We are here today supporting HB 2717 because it fixes significant problems with current Oregon law regarding the safety of bus drivers. As you may know, existing law makes it a felony to assault a bus driver, but only when they are in the act of operating the vehicle. While the bill is drafted broadly, we have an amendment to narrow the scope. Just what we just heard. As part of the essential duties, transit workers don't just sit behind the wheel of a bus and drive it down the road. They get up to secure wheelchair passengers. They wait at bus stops to relieve other drivers. We can tell you stories of drivers being assaulted while performing each of these duties, and yet the law does not adequately protect drivers from assault unless they are behind the wheel. Please also keep in mind that drivers are uniquely vulnerable to assaults. There is no security or police aboard the bus. Police and security must first be alerted to a situation, and with all due respect to our hardworking transit police, they have simply too many situations to respond to. A response can take extra long if the driver is on the edge of the metro area at the end of their line where they may have to wait alone in the dark for support. Drivers deal with a full range of personalities aboard the bus, from frustrated professionals raging about traffic to homeless people just trying to stay warm and dry, to people with mental illness or behavioral problems. Driving a bus requires the skills of a professional psychologist and the temperament of a saint. The one thing you can say is that a bus driver's job is never ever boring, and yet the law hardly protects them from people who make them targets of their frustration or rage. Assaults on drivers are a serious and growing issue, not just in Portland and Oregon, but also nationwide and even internationally. In fact, an ATU member is assaulted somewhere in the United States almost every day, and only a few weeks ago, an ATU member in Canada was stabbed to death while on duty. This is a serious problem in need of serious solution, and House Bill 2717 is a critical step towards that solution in Oregon. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.